I don't know what to say. I'm done. It's one of those things where, like, you see what's going on out there, and I'm just done. Just done with people. I'm done with this coronavirus. I am here on, what is today? May 19th. I'm not participating in this crap anymore. No mask, no social distancing. It's an absolute farce. I almost feel like it's an episode of Candid Camera and people are making fun of us and seeing how far they can make us do stupid shit. Stupid stuff. It's that bad. And as much as I try to extricate myself from it, I get pulled back into it because I just cannot believe the stupid stuff that I see day after day after day. Say, listen, if you're not comfortable going out in public, if you're not comfortable going to a restaurant, if you're not comfortable going to a sporting event, don't go. Stay home. And then do me a favor, stay off the social media. Unplug from Facebook, unplug from Twitter. Go hide in mommy's basement. Cover yourself in the blanket. Do whatever you need to do. Leave us alone. You people are crazy. Now, I don't mean to offend. Well, yeah, if you're crazy, you're crazy. But you gotta let us live. I need to take things in a different direction because, oh my God, what are you people doing? Now, when I say this, it's not just off the cuff. It's not something that I'm just making up. It's not something that one day I wake up and, hey, let me just see if I can just tell people they're crazy. But between the media and the absolute nuts out there who think the sky is falling in and that we're all going to die, I just can't take it anymore. I don't even want to hear from you people. I don't even want to speak to people who feel that way. All over Twitter today, DeSantis and Florida are faking their data. There's a whole bunch of more people dead. I saw probably 50 stories today about the woman who used to be the architect of the Florida Health website and how she put it all together and how she quit or got fired because they wanted her to falsify something. I'm sure you've seen it. It'll be all over CNN. It'll be all over, of course, Sun Sentinel, Palm Beach Post. But again, like I said yesterday, I'm challenging you. I want you to go ahead and send me a list or any sort of summary as to what exactly it was that they wanted her to change. 50 articles I went through today. 50. I counted them. Not a single one quoted what it was she was expected to change. They just stirred everything up, saying this girl got fired, a woman got fired because she didn't want to change something or have something changed on the dashboard. Okay, so tell us what you were expected to change. Tell us what they told you they wanted you to fabricate. Show us on the dashboard where there's something amiss that you disagree with. It's not out there. There's nothing out there that says what this woman wanted to change or they were telling her to change. All it is a statement that she was asked to change something. And every pro-corona, that's what I'm going to call them, the pro-corona people out there ran with it as if something dire has been changed and something has been fudged. But not a single one has told us what supposedly was fudged. But see, in this day and age, that's all you need. You just need a dose of the crazy. Just almost like a salt shaker. Just a dose of the crazy is enough to drive people friggin' insane. There was like 100,000 comments about Florida's faking their data and everybody's dying down here. She was on every single thread that I could find on Facebook in terms of news timelines. Everybody's talking about the fudged data. But not a single one was able to tell me what was allegedly fudged. Because you don't need that in today's news world. You just need to make the allegation. And that's enough for the crazies to run with. That's enough for the crazies to say everything's a conspiracy theory and you're nuts. Absolutely nuts. So without further ado, let me show you a couple things that I ran into today. You're going to absolutely love this thing. This is crazy. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? This guy has invented a mask that you can use this little lever on the end, and you can click it, and then the mask opens like a trap door, and you can shove food in your face. Would you wear that? How crazy would you have to be to put that thing on your face when you go into a restaurant? How much of a moronic mama's boy would you have to be to stick that thing on your face, click the button, open the trap door, shove some food in, let it go while you're chewing your food? Never mind, this guy's dining alone like a lot of these beta males do. So I don't think he expects to be talking and interacting with anybody at the table. And he's wearing it in his house. I mean, think about it, people. This guy is wearing this thing in his own house. The food that was prepared for him, the food that he is eating, the food that he decides he wants to stick in his mouth, that he's probably prepared, or that his wife or someone has prepared. He's wearing it with nobody around. Tell me, how much of a nut job would you have to be to put that thing on? If you're that afraid, it might be time to call it a day. It might be time just to have the guys come in the truck in the white suits and usher you off. I know this may sound harsh to some people, but like I said in the preview, I've had it. I'm done. I'm done playing this game. I need to get some t-shirts printed up and say, I survived the corona, and I don't care if you do. That's how I feel right now. And I'm sure, I know because I just went to, I still have my sunglasses on. I'm sure because I went to the beach today and I saw a whole lot of people living life. I went to the beach this weekend and I saw people on boats living life. I went to restaurants. Went to restaurants. Had meals where people weren't doing this. I'll tell you that. They weren't sitting at tables in Meisner with a mask that opened up so that you could shove food into it. No, that wasn't happening. That's just gross. Think about that. He's probably sweating off his nose. It's probably running down into the mask. That's probably more unsanitary than just sitting there eating your food. And that's what they want you to believe is where they want to take this thing? Lock me up. There's no flipping way. So I digress. I channeled some things and had to get that out because, man, it's just nuts out there, people. Absolutely nuts. I hope you aren't succumbing to this. I was on the Sun Sentinel today. I was on Palm Beach Post today. I was on Channel 12's Facebook timeline. Everything is negative. Yeah, it would get to some people who aren't that stable. It would get to people who don't have the intestinal fortitude or the mind to understand that they're being programmed. Day after day after day, hour after hour after hour, minute after minute, post after post. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. This thing is killing everybody. 21 million people in the state of Florida and 2,000 deaths, and you would think 2,000 deaths was Armageddon personified. Come on, wake up! Wake up! Come on, people. This is nuts. It's absolutely nuts to be going through this stuff. Let me take a break. All right, so now I've got another treat for you. This one's going to probably make you just smile because it's one of those ones where you watch it and just go, oh no, what were they thinking? All right, so let me cue this up. Let me tell you what this is. This is Nassau County, New York. I think that's on the island, Long Island. And it's a executive from the county, a health executive telling you what you should do if you decide to play tennis. It may take me 15 minutes just to go through this video. It is so hilarious, but it's indicative of that bonkers insanity where this thing is taken. There's nothing in this video that is founded upon science or medical information. This is just complete flipping insanity, and you have to agree, and if you don't, then you're insane. So without further ado, let me just play it through the first time.
Every player, unless they're from the same household,
turn this
has
up
to bring
because
their own
I want to make sure you
tennis
can hear
balls,
this
so
all
that
the
you
way.
don't touch other people's tennis balls.
And can you hear it? I hope you can hear
You
it.
can kick their balls, but you can't touch them. I'm gonna blush. Sorry. Of course, if you're playing with someone in your household, you can touch those tennis balls. To avoid confusion between whose balls are whose, you can use a marker, like a Sharpie, to mark out, to put an X or put someone's initials on them. I would just say...
So I hope that was, the volume on it was good enough. But what she was saying is how to make sure that when you're playing tennis, that you don't touch anybody else's balls. You can kick someone's balls, but you can't touch someone's balls. You get that? I hope this is coming through. I hope you can hear this.
Unless they're from the same household, has to bring their own tennis balls so that you don't touch other...
But what's funny, what cracked me up is, are you checking out the background? So on your screen, you should be able to see in the background there are what? There are two guys, or a guy and a woman, playing tennis, and look what's over here. I'm trying to point it in my screen. It's at the right of the bald guy's shoulder. It's a bucket of balls. A bucket of balls right there. I can't see from here, but I doubt they're marked clearly as whose balls they are. So guy A could be grabbing guy B's balls, and guy B could be grabbing guy A's balls. I mean, everyone's grabbing balls, and no one knows what they're supposed to do with these balls, and they could end up, I don't know, getting ball fever or something. Somehow they're going to get the Rona from playing friggin' tennis. This is absolutely nuts. So if you can hear this, oh my God, I'm going to watch this later.
Every player, unless they're from the same household, has to bring their own tennis balls so that you don't touch other people's tennis balls with your hands. You can kick their balls.
You can kick their balls is what she just said. So you can kick balls all you want. This is so insane. She can't even keep a straight face. She's starting to laugh. The cops behind her are starting to laugh. This is all a big joke. It's all a big joke. Listen to this.
I'm going to blush. Sorry. Of course, if
look
you're,
at them. They're
if you're
laughing.
playing with someone in
keep a
your
straight
household,
face.
you can touch those tennis balls.
Don't touch anybody's balls.
Don't
touch their balls.
To avoid confusion between whose balls are whose, you can use a marker, like a Sharpie, to mark out, to put an X or put someone's initials on them.
With a Sharpie.
I would just say...
do that. It's absolutely insane. I just can't believe this stuff. Man, I hope that came through and you could hear it, because it sounded really low from my end. But we're at a point now where we're telling people whose balls they can touch and whose balls they can kick and whose balls you can't kick and whose balls you can kick. And if you have some sort of confusion, go ahead and take out a Sharpie or something and put an X on the ball so you know which ball you can grab and which ball you can't grab. You see why I've had enough? You understand now that we're just in cuckoo land, that even the people spewing this crap can't even keep a straight face. They're just laughing when they say it. There is nothing founded in science in regards to a ball being held by a tennis player. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense. Yet, government, I won't call them leaders, government representatives have no problem standing in television, standing behind a microphone, standing at the dais and saying, okay, so today's edict that we just thought up about 30 minutes ago is that today you are no longer able to play tennis and grab anybody's balls. No, that's real. if that was anything other than what's going on in this corona crazed world, people would laugh at her or think it's a Saturday Night Live skit. But she stood up there on a platform with a microphone with two guys standing beside her and said, I've got an announcement today, people. And today we have decided that you're no longer allowed to grab each other's balls. And if you do grab each other's balls, you must go ahead and put an X mark on it so you know which ball you're allowed to grab. But, however, you can kick whatever balls you want to kick. You just can't touch balls. I don't know what to say. All I do know what to say is I'm over it. I'm done. Been there, got the t-shirt, followed rules for a while, and now it's like, I'm done. Get the F out of here. You people are nuts. You people are insane. You people have completely checked out of reality. As I get ready to get out of here, I'm just going to play this again so you guys can get an idea of where the insanity is. I'll see you tomorrow because I'm going to look at this and probably have nightmares that somebody even took the time to think about a masticating mask where you can shove food into it and drool and have juices of the food and think this is somehow healthy. Does this guy look healthy? Look at his right arm right now. He's kind of like shaking. He's shaking. Was this a prisoner that they brought out? Wait a second. I got to let you guys check that out again. Watch right. Okay, I'm going to play it. Watch his hands. That guy was shaking. So this guy might be a lab rat that they brought out and said, hey, listen, we want you to shove this thing in your face. I didn't notice that the first time I watched it, that the guy is sitting there and shaking it and other guy's triggering it or he's triggering it. And, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But for those of you who might be in that nutcase category, enjoy yourself. I hope you guys have a great time in the rest of 2020. I hope you stay home. I'm looking forward to going to NASCAR. I'm looking forward to going to some football games. Meanwhile, you guys who are in the nuts category can go ahead and buy these masks here and decide whose balls you want to juggle when you go play tennis. That's not me. See ya.